Yo guys, what's up, it's Krypz and welcome to another fashion build video. So today I have for you all the Technomancer Hunter Set. Now I wanted to make this as I could incorporate the new Interlaced pieces from the new pass. But yeah, as well as my main set, there's also going to be a bunch of alternatives, as there's a lot of armor that actually work really well with this sort of look. Now as you can see, we have a hoodless look here. There's going to be multiple variations of this set. Here we have the Siegebreak ornament on it, but this set really is just down to personal preference. I'm just going to show you all obviously my set here, and then I'm going to show you all a bunch of other alternatives that you can go with, and then hopefully you're going to be able to like create your own. But yeah, before we get into my set, I do want to show you all what sort of like weapons and stuff I'm using. So to go with the set, I'm using the Heritage. Pretty much any deep stone crypt weapon will work. The reason why is because the ornament I've chosen here for the helmet has a blue hologram, which also matches with a blue hologram of the gun here. And then as for the ghost shell, I have the future perfect shell from the black armory. And then as for sparrow, I have the any of the sky with iron moss bone. And then the ship is the Ada1's lone wolf. Now this is another item from the black armory. I just really like the design. There's so many like ships you can go with. I just personally just like the design of this. So the helmet is the Knucklehead radar. Now obviously this is an ornament. This is the 9 days / nights and is currently in the archive right now for 600 silver. Obviously you could just wait until the future season for it to come off a bright dust. And yeah, I'm pretty sure just going to quickly show you what the original looks like. So as you can see, it is a massive improvement. Got a very heavy tech look. That's why I really used it. But the issue this has, as well as the normal, so as you can see, this hologram is not shaderable. It doesn't change color in any way. This is the same for the ornament as well, although it has these little bits of unshadable yellow. That is actually why I've gone and used iron moss bone. I've gone for a lighter color with a bit of gold to, you know, sort of balance with the yellow. Now this is from the Seasonal and Dying Iron banner. Unfortunately it's no longer obtainable, but the absolute best alternative shader, as I'll mention later as well, is Precursor X Chrome. It's just a bit of a lighter colour, but this is great as most people can easily get this, and most players probably do already have this. Then moving on to the arms, we have the Interlaced arms. This is from this season's pass. Towards the end there are a bunch of ornaments, and I pretty much chose this because, you know, it's very tech heavy looking, wire exposed arm, and there's a nice glow going throughout. And pretty much this set is perfect if you do want a Technomancer look. Then for the chest we have the Holdfast vest. This is currently from Legendary engrams. I just needed something with plating to match with the right shoulder plate here, not so much the left. It would make it a lot harder to find boots, so I matched it with the right plate, and I think I found something absolutely perfect for it. So I wanted to use the Virtuous boots. I wanted something quite clean. Now the perfect thing about using Interlaced and matching it with a chest was it allowed me to use this ornament because of the glow. So usually if I wasn't using the Interlaced arms and I was using something like a Luxe, then I wouldn't have gone with this, because then I'd just have white glowing boots. But the glow on the arms somewhat matches and allows me to use this as well. And if you don't know, the Virtuous strides are from the Season of Dawn pass. Unfortunately no longer available, but I definitely say it is very nice for this sort of look. And this also uses iron moss bone. And then as for the cloak, we have the Phenotype of Plasticity ornament from the Seasonal and Dying with the iron moss bone shader as well. Perfect like hoodless tech look to it. Also there's a little bit of glow on the back here to match. And something I almost forgot to mention was this blue part here on the arm isn't actually shaderable, which is quite unfortunate with these interlaced arms. But in this sort of set it's sort of perfect because it matches the visor colour. But yeah, don't worry if you don't have this exact set right here. I am going to show you a bunch of alternatives in a second that you can go ahead and use, and are still obtainable within the game right now. So now moving on to some alternatives for this set. If I do sound a bit different, it is because I am re-recording this because my audio messed up, so thank you GeForce Experience for that. But now I'm just going to pretty much explain what I just explained a second ago, but it's no issue. Now before I get into like the legendaries that work, I also want to show you like stompies. So we have the woven firesmith here. For any of you wondering, this is in world drops right now. Here is the stompies with the R3 treads with the same iron moss bone shader, and as you can see you could create a very similar tech look but with the stompies instead. I know a lot more people would prefer this compared to Knucklehead, and you can even make this work with the normal like non-ornament version. So here it is, It doesn't look too bad. A little bit of clipping at the top here, and then obviously you can change up the cloak as well. So here is the Siegebreak. This would look really nice with this sort of set. Right, so just before I show you all the legendaries, there are some good shaders that also work well with like a sort of techno look. So refurbished black armory, this is a nice shader for like a dark and red look. Now the unfortunate thing is that this is no longer obtainable, but you can get these other ones like Rasmussen Clan, House of Mayrin, Satu Tribes pricing, and I would use for a techno look as well. And then there's also New Age Black Armory. This looks really good as well. Now these 4 shaders I just mentioned can sometimes drop upon dismantling woven firesmith gear, which is now in world drops. So yeah, this ain't bad for like a techno look. Now if you wanted something a bit like Iron Mossbone, then you could use Precursive X Chrome. It's similar in some ways, although on cloth it does shade it differently, as you could see here. But to be honest with you, this sort of Technomancer look doesn't really have a specific shader to go for it. Like with the Scarlet Queen, it has to be red to match a Scarlet Keep. This can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you have like a metal shine, it'll give more of that like Technomancer look to it. And then some very final like pieces you could use as well. So we have the Interlaced cape here. The issue that I find with this cape is that it creates a bit of a gap and it can look quite odd from afar. So I tend to use this for the Couturier, which from this season's Eververse, and create a really unique look here with the Luxe sleeves from the Eververse archive. Now I know a lot of you will be missing out on these boots, so you could also use the Lexio from the Deepstone Crypt raid. Then there's also the Prime Zealot from the Vault of Glass raid. And if you wanted some other helmets to give a hoodless look, then you could use the Couturier from this season's Eververse, or even the Luxe from the Eververse archive. These won't look bad whatsoever. And the Lexio cloak from the Deepstone Crypt, and also the Gardener Salvation cloak can also look really cool for like a techie set. So yeah, that is pretty much the whole set and all the alternatives. I do hope this helped you out in creating your own like Technomancer Hunter. Now I can also make something like this for the Titan and Warlock if you want me to. But the next video will be a transmog video for the Titan, showing you what pieces you should transmog for that class. And this is going to be very similar to the Hunter video I made recently. But yeah, I just want to say thank you all so much for the incredible support. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. I will be streaming most likely tomorrow on Saturday, some Destiny 2 just to celebrate. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.